promote our show on your site, and we're really appreciative. Is any help we can get, we appreciate. But
glad I can help.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you keep the site going without that extra financial support?
Well, the site is member supported, and myself and my wife, hello Susan if you're listening, the two of us have put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of financial backing into the site and keeping it running, and it is member supported, and I've decided a while back that if there is going to be anything on there, it's going to be something pertinent to lifestyle and not something that is going to be fully commercial in nature, if you understand what I'm saying.
Right. And that's one thing I have seen on your site is you don't have no big corporation behind you that, can just shell out a bunch of money to, get the word out there. You leave it up to the lifestyle itself, as far as, for us to try to put out a good product to them.
And I will say this, with a lot of the members that are on the site, I've noticed are very loyal, and so they support your site, and they definitely do give it a lot of notoriety. When I've gone to like other clubs or to other events, I have heard, obviously the big two, the big two names, but I've also heard your site's name mentioned as well.
Well, that's always helpful, because the hardest part about running a site like this is getting the word out to people who don't know about it. And we've actually done a fairly good job throughout the tri-state area between Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. And we've just scratched the surface so far, but right now I think there's 5,500 profiles roughly. And if you consider if you go to one of the other sites and do a search on people in Ohio, there's a little less than that. So I figure that we're doing pretty good, at least in the local area. Now, if we can get that out, and we're starting to touch apparently in Texas. Somebody in Texas got word of it, so we're starting to see some more members from Texas show up now, and a few more from Florida, and currently there are people from, I think last count, there were 47 states represented on the site. But they're not in great populations in those states. So it's getting out there, and one of the reasons it's going as slowly as it is because we purposely are not relying on search engines, because what some of the bigger sites do is they expose those profiles to the general public. So I know a while back somebody said, if you type your screen name in, you're going to go to site XYZ and it's going to see that you're a swinger. There's a picture of you. We purposely avoid that, and that goes back to our key foundation of security and privacy.
I mean, that's what I was about ready to ask. What's the one thing that you think that your site, and I'm telling you personally, you think that, what measure have you taken to give that no other sites, really thought about? What have they overlooked that you provide?
I think that is one of the key things, is the true privacy. I understand marketing your site, and it's a good thing to do, obviously, because the more members you have, the more successful your site's going to be. But in the process, don't give your members up. Don't expose their privacy.
I never give my member up to nobody.
It's not what they said at Sensations.
Uh-oh. Words out. But, I mean, you're still there, right, Mike?
Yep, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You just got, quiet as a church mouse on me for a minute. As our listeners go to your site, what kind of packages do you offer?
Well, first of all, when they first sign up, they do get a 30-day free trial. If those numbers that were at Sensations this weekend, and by the way, that was a nice beginning of a club there. They're almost done.
Hey, I had a fun time. I had a good time. Hanging out with you and Susan and, with the rest of the people we did. Hey, I had a ball, really. Yeah,
we did too. And, for the club members that were there, we did offer a grand opening special of a 3-month free trial for them. And we do occasionally do that when we go to clubs and